Hello there folks, it's I, Lord Valderox, and once again we're back here again with some more Fate Grand Order, and this time around we're, I guess, showcasing the next set of servants that are available in this as mini called the Bait Banners. So, in this banner, if you're looking to roll, you look forward to either possibly acquiring Nero, or Zhugliang, aka Waver, or Altera, or Elizabeth. And of course we can't forget about the 3 stars as well. There's Romulus, there's Caesar, and Boudica. So take your pick folks. As always, demonstrating a little bit of their strength, we're gonna tackle the quest here. Another thing I guess I've neglected to mention is when, I guess, tackling this quest, and I guess you could say I'm not as much neglected as much and going off and assuming that everyone pretty much knows their classes, and that's, I guess you could say, kind of messed up on my part, but we'll go along as we, continue through this video. For right now though, let's go ahead and jump into this quest. Now then, for the most part, you all know, for these 4 respective characters, we have a Saber, that being Altera, Lancer for Liz, Caster for, Waver, right? And then the last one, again, another Saber, which is Nero back there. So, let's go ahead and demonstrate their skills then. For the most part, when you're looking at these servants, Altera, I guess you could say, her deck consists of a Buster, 2 Busters, 2 Arts, and a Quick card. And if you're looking over at Waver, right now you can't see it, but we'll progress as the battle, it will show as the battle progresses. Waver consists of a Buster and 3 Arts and a Quick. And then Liz, if I'm not mistaken, she consists of a Buster, 2 Busters, a Quick, and an Arts. So, as far as raising their Noble Phantasms, Lancers, depending on how many hits they have on their cards, some would struggle with raising their Noble Phantasms, so it's kind of hard for them to bring out I guess you could say, be part of launching their Noble Phantasm, unless of course they charge up with a Noble Arts chain. In this case though, let's see. I kind of want to hit it lightly, but not too strong. Because, yeah, Waver kills everything. He critted and didn't expect him to crit there. Oh, nice. Ghost enemies, you like to lower our MPs. Actually, if anything... At least they're not at a disadvantage, is what I want to say. Of course, we'll go ahead and destroy them here. I don't think they'll be able to destroy the next, or should I say the last boss. So, what I want to do is this. Liz boasts on Buster Noble Phantasm, which I believe is ranked E, but it's defense ignoring. In other words, it will always hit with the same damage, even if your enemy raises its defense. Although I don't think it could be said the same for her if they lower your attack. Let's go ahead and swap out. For that, Should be able to get Waver's Noble Phantasm in there. Not enough to charge up Waivers, huh? Let's see if I can do something about that. Yes, my Nero unfortunately still hasn't unlocked her third skill. Nero, like me, her is defense ignoring, so same principles apply. Hot dang. Well. I was hoping I could display everyone's Noble Phantasm. Actually, if anything, I probably still could. Hopefully they hit Wave next turn. There we go. Altera's Noble Phantasm hits like a truck. Among, I want to say, the current 5 stars that we have right now in terms of Saber class, which is only, what, 3 of them, I believe? Her, regular Saber, and I believe Shiki. But then again, you really can't compare Shiki with them because Shiki works a different way. But even so, though, I guess just comparing her and Artoria, Altera is, of the two, the stronger one. Not only because her Noble Phantasm, I guess you could say, lowers defense, but it's her base attack, I believe, is higher than Artoria's. Actually, if anything, yeah. And with Waver's Noble Phantasm, as many of you already know, and been hoping to at least acquire him, has many, I guess, added effects to it, with the ability to stun your opponent, lower their defense, and also, I believe the last one is cause curse, which inflicts 500 damage before its skill upgrade. After skill upgrade, I believe it inflicts 1,000 damage. And there you have it, folks. Wrapping up with Nero. Did he change it? I just noticed it right now, but did Nero always have that veil behind her? And I'm done with my ghost types and with the missions for this week. So there you have it, folks. And then I guess you could say let's go into depth with these characters and what they have to offer and bring to the table. Okay, for starters, going over again, I guess you could say the characters as a whole. If we were to compare, well, I want to say both right now, my Altera and Artoria are both at max level with max attack. Only the attack, but even so, though. Then again, let's see, 12,211, and I doubt this is because of the craft essence, is what I want to say. Just in case, though, I'll remove the craft essence, so I doubt that it had much of an effect on it. Remember, 12,000, yep. Her base attack is at least 1,000 points higher, making her a more formidable opponent. And then, if you look at her skills, Tactics increases all allies' MP strength. While not as great as Drake's, again, we're going to be talking about Drake probably in the next banner video to come up after this one, and within the next 24 hours. But for right now, Tactics increases all allies' MP strength. And remember, it says right there, 1 turn, folks. So usually when you apply that skill, it goes without saying, you'd like to throw it out there when everyone has their MP out there. More specifically when it's, I guess you could say, assaulting type of Noble Phantasms. Noble Phantasms such as Waivers don't really get a benefit from this, I want to say, because it says MP strength. And then Altera, as far as having her skills, besides Nero, I think she's the only one right now as far as sabers go that can heal themselves. Well, no, actually no. There's another one. There's Siegfried, but not many people use Siegfried. And then you have Crest of the Stars, which I guess for her acts like a charisma, but just for herself, in that it just increases her own attack. It provides her with some crit stars, so it's I guess a mixture of charisma and I believe what's the other skill called, folks? Sorry about that. It's a mixture of Saber's charisma and their intuition, thereby providing themselves with the stars. And then, like I was discussing her deck earlier, yeah, she also has magic resistant, writing skill, and then divinity B. Her deck consists of 2 busters, 2 arts, and a quick, with her noble phantasm being a buster type of card. So you can do Buster Brave chains with her if you're all about the buster, folks. And she's not bad on charging up either. So as far as savers go, at least 5-star savers go, I'd recommend her. When I received her, when I was, I guess you could say, pulling servants from banners left and right, she showed up for the first time. I was actually hesitant about her because I didn't know if I could use her properly, but turned out she turned out to be far more reliable than I'd expected. So if you're looking for at least a good 5-star saver for right now, look no further. Altera can get you the job done. Like I said, she's very reliable. Now then, on to Liz. With Liz, like I mentioned before, she is one of those servants where if you're looking for a Lancer, at the very least that's a golden or 4-star or above servant, look no further. Unless, of course, you're looking at Fion Cumhale, but I don't think many people look towards him for a favorable servant. Because it's, well, I know it's not necessarily fair to compare them both. Liz boasts more, I guess you could say, party and support type of skills, in that she has also charisma, while hers may be ranked C and doesn't provide as much of a high attack as it does as Saber's. Anyone else that boasts a charisma level, maybe with the exception of Saber Alter, but even so, she also has Torture Technique, which allows her to lower the enemy's defense, which actually plays a good role when you're trying to destroy the enemies. It's for 3 turns too. And for whatever reason, she was given guts. Huh. Like, I don't know, maybe it ties into something with her lore that she's a vampire, at least later on in her life, but you're not here to discuss that. And then, like I mentioned before, folks, she boasts a Buster Noble Phantasm, with its ability to deal heavy defense ignoring damage to all enemies and inflict curse for 3 turns. And there you have it, you can Buster Brave Chain with her as well, and she has, like I said, 2 busters, 1 arts, and 2 quicks, so I believe she has more hits on her arts, more hits on her quicks than her busters, so if you're trying to charge her up, go with arts quick. What else can I say about Liz? I don't know, when I received Liz, it's one of those things, when I pulled in one of those big banners where we had a while back, I want to say it was in September. It was around the time when I thought, I kind of just wanted Nero just to have her there, and again, for the longest time, I just had Nero and that's it. And again, we'll get to Nero in a moment. Again, my Nero isn't all there, but again, we'll get to her in a moment. Liz just kind of showed up. That's all I can say. It's not like I'm trying to bash Liz or anything, but Liz, yeah, she works as a, I guess you could say, mobby Lancer, but you have 3 stars that can also accomplish that. With the exception of hers, like I said, she has a defense ignoring, so if you're into that whole thing where you're trying to penetrate your enemy's defenses, again, go ahead and pick Liz. And then Waver. Almost any team can, I guess you could say, benefit from having Waver on their team. And I'm not just saying that because I have Waver and have been using it for a long time, but Waver, like I said, tends to protect and support your own servants, be it either through attack support or through defensive support. At the very least, if you focus on one servant, well, for his first two skills, again jumping into Waver, let's see, his first, correction, his next two skills, his first one, it increases critical strength 3 turns and MP gauge for one ally. The MP gauge increases it by at least 30%. And then Tactician's Advice increases defense and apply incoming damage cut and slightly increases Noble Phantasm gauge for all allies. That one's a 10% increase. As far as I know, it stays the same all the way up until level 10. And let's see, and then Tactician's Command increases the attack and apply damage plus for 3 turns. And again, slight increase to MP gauge, with that being 10% as well. So, Waver can be one of those servants that can be the whole make it or break it type of deal, where let's say your servant manages to at least get to 50% charge of their MP. With Waver skills, he can pretty much facilitate and go straight from that 50% to 100%. But again, like I said, this is no new information. It's one of those things where, like, if you're looking to again roll in this manner and been looking for that extra support, Waver for the longest time carries a good chunk of your team. And again, we're not going to be talking about Merlin here because Merlin's still on in the horizon. We're talking about the here and now, and the next 2 singularities, actually 3, or singularities in general, and then what you'd like to call, what would it be, events, quests, whatever you want to put on there. We'll encounter many where at times we find ourselves and our servants pressed, and Waver can be one of those servants that help strengthen your forces and bolster their attack or bolster their defenses so they can last longer. And there you go. Territory creation, increase your arts card effectiveness, and it's A, so it helps him increase his arts card effectiveness even more. You can further strengthen that with craft essences. Increase your debuff chance resist, yeah. And then the unreturning formation. With his Noble Phantasm being arts and 3 arts cards, you can expect to use his Noble Phantasm more times than you can count. Paired up with the right servant, that you can considerably spam his Noble Phantasm. Like I mentioned before in the battle, he has a medium chance to inflict stun and increases with overcharge, and inflict curse for 6 turns and greatly decrease the defense. And this is all due to the skill, I guess, upgrade once you complete his Ascension skill upgrade as a quest that becomes available. And then we talk about Nero. Nero. Again, like I said, folks, for the longest time I've just kind of had Nero. She was just there. It's not to say that I don't like Nero, I just kind of had her there. For Nero, like I said, she has a 3rd skill that I don't have unlocked, but I'm still going to talk about it regardless because it's there. Again, her first 2 skills, they heal her, with the first one also providing some... Actually, no. The second one, apologies. The second one applying random effects, be it an increase in attack and an increase in defense, but it's at random. And then if you're talking and looking over at her 3rd skill, Invictus Spiritus A unlocks conditions. Okay, I'm disregarding that. As far as I know, it provides her, and this is because I looked it up online, she's able to gain 3 guts from this skill, which makes her comparable to Ku in that he has 3 evades. But again, she has to die, 3 times in order for that skill to maintain itself. And like a guts, it has a turn duration. It's not one, I don't think it's one of those skills where like you can keep it going on and on even after the turn count has been, I guess you could say, done and over with. Like once it runs out, if the 3 deaths aren't used within that, I guess you could say, period of time, I think it elapses. So it's very situational, folks. Or correct me if I'm wrong too. Let's see. And then her Noble Phantasm is Laos St. Claudius. Again, like I mentioned before, just like Liz, deal heavy defense ignoring damage to all enemies and decrease defense for 1 turn. The effect increases with overcharge. Again, with her noble phantasm, like with Altera, you can pretty much charge this up easily, since more or less easily, because she has 2 arts cards. And unlike Altera, though, she has, I guess, what you would call an arts brave chain with her arts cards and her noble phantasm. So more often than not, you'll see yourself kind of spamming the arts. She could fit well into an arts team, although the role she would play as, I guess you could say, an attacker is somewhat limited. Not just because the ranker of a noble phantasm is, I guess you could say, okay. It's not as, you could say, powerful. It's there. It's quite strong, but not as strong as one could hope for it to be. Like if we're comparing it to another 4-star that comes to mind, like say Alter, we were talking about, what was it, 2 days ago when I rushed the video. Again, I wish I had more time to discuss the server, but I mean, there's no point in discussing it now if the banner is already done. I mean, I can reference it again when we probably get the next singularity, but again, it's one of those things where, like, I could do it, or I probably won't. The only time I'm doing this right now is because we've gone through multiple singularities, and I guess it's one of those things where, like, do you really question the bait banners? Because in all honesty, folks, these particular servants, with the exception of Nero, I believe, what is it, Altera, Elizabeth, and Waver, they can spook you. I don't think Nero can spook you. I want to say she's story locked, meaning there's no chance you can pull her at random from the summoning pool, unless of course she's on a raid up banner. Yeah, I don't think it's gonna list it on here, because normally on a regular banner, let's see, I doubt it's gonna be on here too, but I don't want to check regardless though. Let's see. Yeah, it's pretty much gonna list everyone on here. Yeah. Yeah, Sneer is one of those servants that story locks, so you're hoping for her to spook you. There's no way she's gonna spook you, no matter how many times you do a gold servant card and it happens to be a 4-star. She won't spook you, as far as I know anyways. But I mean, if you really want Nero, like I said, Nero has her quirks about her. She's not a bad servant. She's not, I guess you would say, that much of a great servant either. But again, I'm not one to talk much on Nero because, for one, I haven't been actively using her, but a couple of my friends that do have her, and I guess you could say have relied on Nero, find that she is, what you would say, a very good or great servant, at least by their standards. But again, me being who I am and having the servants that I have, 1, 2, 3, what? You can see 3 sabers at the top right there. And then you have Mordred right there too. And Shiki. Oh, I forgot to mention Mordred. She's another 5-star. In case though, yeah. I mean, maybe somewhere down the line I do plan to use her, but who knows? But right now, this is what it is. In any case, though, again, folks, it's your choice to roll on this banner. Yes, it is a bait banner by, and I guess you could say no means am I saying that it's not a bait banner. But of the Servant Seer, I guess you could say you don't have any of these. And yes, there are more servants that'll be coming down later on the line. Like I said, the only one here that's story locked is Nero. So if you really want Nero for everything she has to offer, because you liked her when she was appearing in the 3rd singularity, then again, roll for her. If you missed your chance when she was on raid up during Mysterious Heroine X, here's another chance. She is a 4-star. She shares the chance with Liz. If you were to pull for a 4-star, it happens to be one of the two. And again, Waver on itself, like, there are not many times where he did get a raid up, I guess you want to say, when it was a Caldia Boys raid up banner, because it was all males. But even then, he had to share the spotlight with, I believe, one other servant. Again, the same case is here as well. But you can't go wrong with any of these servants, at least the 4-stars. Maybe Liz doesn't get to shine as much as the other 3, but even then, That's just me saying it right there. Again, I'll reiterate it. Can't reiterate as much as I want, but roll for who you want, folks. Even if it is a bait banner. If you don't have these servants and you want at least one of these servants, take a chance. Remember, you roll for who you want. All I'm here is just like I said, showcasing, displaying some of the servants and how they can interact in combat and what they have to offer in terms of the skills, in terms of practicality and all that other stuff. At least little bit by little bit, but from what I was able to show anyways. At the end of the day, folks, we are a community, and again, I'm pretty sure, like I mentioned multiple times before, but every other whale has probably done something similar to this or something like this, where they at least use more than one of their servants, and you got to see more or less how they combat. And here, I'm just taking the time, like I said, displaying these servants. I know, like I mentioned before, like I probably won't be able to display one servant in mind that comes to mind. And then again, I'm sorry, but that's as far as I can get. And we all know who we're talking about if you've been following my videos, Nikola Tesla. But again, we're not here to discuss him. In the case though, folks, think on this, and if you want to roll in this manner, again, more power to you, folks. You need the servants, or if you want said servants, or if you like said servants, don't let the whole bait banner, I guess, discourage you from rolling. I find myself, like I said before, when we had that Septem banner where it was heroes from, Septem, the third singularity, I rolled there because I wanted said servants. I mean, sure, I could have been waiting to be spooked, with like I said, with the exception of Nero Claudius, could have been spooked by Weber, Altera, or Liz, but I didn't want to wait. I wanted the servants then and there, and now I have them. And if we're looking at those specific servants again, going back over here, my Altera, she likes me so much that she showed up to me for a total of 4 times. And if we're looking over at Liz, she's, I believe, NP5, so there you have it. Waver, he's still at NP2, so he kind of likes me, I guess. And then Nero, well, I really can't say much about Nero because when I was rolling for other servants, it just so happened that she was there as a raid up in those banners, so Nero just kind of showed up and became NP5. So yes, don't let any of these bait banners stop you from rolling. Heck, you know what? Even as I speak right now, I may even decide to roll in the next banner that comes along, which might be the one that has the London servants, and maybe I'll try again for Nikola Tesla, but who knows? Like I said, don't let the term bait banners stop you from rolling. Yes, like I said, for some story lock servants that'll never see the light of day again, unless of course they're on a raid up banner, you can roll for them. But again, like I said, it's your courts, your decision. Don't let one word, like I said, sway you from rolling or not rolling. Just take some time, think about it, and know what you want. Because at the end of the day, you're the one who's playing this game. You're the one who's acquiring your servants, and you know what you want. You know who you like. Yes, some people are going to say newer is better, but that's not always necessarily true. But again, like I said, you either play for power, you play for who you like, or you play for both. And it just so happens that you can do both. But again, right here, right now, like I said, it's all on you, folks. Choose your servants, alright? In any case though, if you like this, again, same as before, like, if you have any questions, same as before, just drop comments, drop some likes, and heck, you want to see more, subscribe. Like I said, we'll be doing another video for this, I guess you could say, for the Okeanos servants. I think there's more servants in that one. I'll see if I can actually capture it successfully. I should be able to. In any case though, folks, this is your host, Lord Valrox. I wish you good luck in the rolls if you decide to roll in this banner. Again, your courts, it's who you want. Don't let anyone else tell you otherwise. Take your time to think it over as well too. Do take care.